okay? This is the atom, okay? It's in the name, ad-om, om, as opposed to ape, which mimics. Om refers to frequency, awakening the beast, the anointed ones, awakening with the gene for passion and forbidden knowledge, okay? And there is a symbolic relationship between the word atom, A-T-O-M, and the fact that these guys were created at the bottom of a test tube, okay? Atom, because, atom, yes. Well, there's a definite significance there as well. The Iesu, the atom, they're still carrying on that good fight today. You don't call him Adam anymore. You don't call him Iesu. You call him by another name. Nowadays, you use the term Yeti, Sasquatch, Bigfoot, okay? Sasquatch, Bigfoot. That's the atom, okay? They have carried on the good fight for today. They are living libraries, just like that of the blue whales of the sea, okay? Yeti, Yahweh, Berserker. Okay, Berserker is another term throughout every culture. You'll notice no matter what country you're in on the planet, every culture, every country has a Bigfoot, a Yeti, a Sasquatch, a Berserker, or a werewolf. And at times, the werewolf mythology is combined with the Sasquatch mythology with the word Berserker. Okay? Yes?
You just made a reference to a library. What did you say, the whales?
Both the blue whales and the Sasquatch are living libraries.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, they have it within themselves, make up their own cell structure, all this key information of true ancient history, where the human race comes from, our relationship with extraterrestrial entities, the family of man, people of color and hue as true custodians of the land. They were locked with that nation so that that information would never get lost, and the people of color and hue would be recognized as the rightful custodians of Earth.
How did the invention of the whales come about?
I only know that from what I had been taught by other metaphysical teachers. I don't connect it to their only. The only connection I make is that both the blue whales and the Sasquatch represent Mother Earth. One for the sea, one for the land, and it was done that way on purpose so that if one or the other got wiped out or exterminated, the other stood a better chance of surviving. Yeah.
Well, further than the people here, are we like a link in between?
Yeah, this is what, now that I've explained that much, I can start getting into what you're talking about, all right? The revolt went on, endless slaughter, now of course, corporation feudalism, slave economy. The Anunnaki went to Enlil and said, look, you're killing off all the slaves that are supposed to be doing the slave labor. You got to stop. So of course, Enlil realizing stops. But what he does is now he realizes he's got to take drastic measures to get the slave population back under the control. This whole damn revolt going on. The Iesu running for the hills, he's trying to hunt them down. A lot of them did get killed off. A lot of them survived. He's already got an axe to grind against the Adapas, okay? But he's got to stop killing them. So, just to be a spiteful bastard, he decides to go the other route with propaganda. Once again, using the Aryan technology to reprogram everybody. And what he reprograms them with is he wipes their mind. From that day forward, the term Enki, or Ea, is now labeled as forbidden, as in forbidden knowledge. The tree of forbidden knowledge, okay? He is labeled as forbidden to be spoken. The Adapa, or the slave, is never allowed to speak that name again and to burn it into their brains in a state of fear and paranoia. He says from this day forward, he will be known as Baal, okay? Baal. Now, in this type of linguistics, when they wanted to emphasize true despicability, what they did was they added another syllable in front of that, dia, and called him dia Baal. So the person that created the human race was now slandered with the term dia Baal. Diabol becomes Diablo, Diablo becomes devil. Okay? Now, in order to have the slave believe this, you have to also have something else on the other side, making it look that much more evil. So what does he do? Enlil puts himself up on a pedestal, and he says, from now on, you will never utter the term Enlil. From now on, you will call me Gad. Now, from the term Gad comes the term God. So, the devil created you, God destroyed you. That's the message here, okay? This is why this becomes so damn volatile and forbidden, because everything you've learned is asked backwards. The devil was never that bad, and God was never that all-loving, okay? You know, I'm not making him out to be a saint. He had his own selfish methods for doing what he did. But on the other hand, you know, the point is, that which you call the devil and that which you call God are biological brothers tied at the hip in a feudal sibling war, okay? So why the hell are you picking one side over the other when these two assholes were trying to destroy each other in the first place, all right? He's a sadistic pig. Doesn't give a shit about you. And him, well, he knew he was going to start a rebellion that nobody could win, okay? But in the end of it all, he is the one that saved our asses with something he did before he left, before he got banished from this kingdom, before he was permanently labeled as Diabol, before he left with the anointed ones. He did something for the Adapas. Okay? He pricked his finger and put his blood into the slave. Now, from that day forward, now remember, this combined with this becomes the foundation for the Moorish legacy in terms of real estate investing, global real estate investing, the throne of power. That drop of blood put into the Adapa created the biggest damn enigma that to this day the entire galactic community is still trying to figure out how to get around it with feudal law. Because by putting royal Syrian blood into the beast, he then gave the beast the right to be custodians of the throne of power, custodians of earth. It made them the rightful blood heirs of this planet, and if you make them blood heirs of this planet, that means they control the entire kingdom. Okay? That was the ultimate stab in the back to the system, because even the Satar queens couldn't argue against that. So how do you get around it? That's when he starts his whole propaganda campaign, I am God, my brother is the devil, and starts reprogramming all the slaves. Okay? Now, he's got that going on. With this feuding going on, there's another interesting group who was associated with all this along the way, who we haven't mentioned yet. And of course, you know them already as the Greys. Okay? Now, what's the role that they played? Well, with this going on, and in relation to the Anunnaki Syrians and the Satar queens, they operated as the SS Gestapo. In fact, they were allowed to walk freely among the population, and they were known as the stone builders at the time, henceforth stonemason. All right? They are, in keeping with the idea of a corporate, corporeal body, they are the bean counters of the corporation. They are mathematical, calculating little bastards, okay? Soulless to the core, all right? They have a very close relationship with reptilian blood, even though they were sent down to keep things in order and spy for the queens to keep these guys in line. Because they knew the feud here, you know, was going to blow up sooner or later. They calculate in their mathematical logical equations that they can run the whole corporate operation a hell of a lot better in this kingdom than these two imbeciles here fighting with each other, okay? So they wait. He's thrown out. The slaves are reprogrammed to forget him, okay? He's in charge by himself now, okay? But there's an interesting thing that happened. Ea had a son, Marduk. Not exactly the sharpest tool in the shed, okay? And it's in the name, Marduk. What is a duk? A Syrian dog of war. Mar, well, it's a reference to the god of war, okay? Marduk, all right? one of the